Welcome to Magic Origins Phantom Swiss Sealed. We got a pool here today, and we're going to take a quick look at what our best cards are. We'll sort by rarity. As you can see, we have a Nissa, Pia, Inkira, Skycon Berserker's alright, not nearly as good as his on-color counterpart. We have a Yavimaya Coast that could come in handy, but otherwise, our rares are kind of duds. Let's sort by converted mana cost and take a quick look. What other good stuff pops out? We got Dragon's Invocation, decent with lots of creatures. Possess Cobb's a good, efficient card. Whirler Rogue is very good. We got a couple pieces of removal in blue. Got a couple of Topan Freeblades, great 2-drops. Could steer us towards white, but it's looking a little thin. We'll have to take a look. And of course, in green, pretty weak on the 2-drops, and that might affect even weak overall. We got a Wild Instincts and a Somber Alpha, but otherwise my green's pretty weak, so I might not get a chance to play that Nissa. Although if I'm playing blue, I might splash it with a Coast, but as you can see, no Evolving Wilds. On the benefit, though, if we can stick to 2 colors, we can play Foundry of the Consoles. It should be another little boost to our deck. So we'll take a look by color. First, we'll take a look at the creatures here. So we wanted to play red. If we're playing red, lizards, don't really want to play those. Majoring Bully's alright, but I don't want to play them if I don't have to. Enthralling Victor and Rav's New Blades. It's a decent framework. The issue is we're really weak in our key slot on the 2-drops. So I think, let's take a look. Black, pretty weak. I mean, Thornbow Archers, garbage. Shambling Ghoul's alright. Blackcaster's okay if you have the right build around, but pretty weak, so I don't think we're playing black. Green again, pretty weak. They got a few decent cards here. Somberwood Alpha, Wild Instincts, Nissa, Vastwind, and of course the Visionary, and a couple tricks. But overall, again, not the strongest. And it doesn't really fit with our red due to lack of 2-drops. White, not a lot of cards there, but we do have some good quality here, and I think gives us a couple pieces of removal and suppression bonds with Reckoning, but the biggest thing it does is it gives us 2 Topan Freeblades and a Cleric of the Forward Order in our 2-drop slot, and I think that will be the most beneficial to our deck. We'll add in some combat tricks, and we'll throw in the Majoring Bully with all the combat tricks we have. He might be decent. We'll throw in a Volcanic Rambler for the top end of the curve. And 22. Most of our cards can be played off with 4 lands. I could technically go for 16 lands. Let's see what we got over here. We got a Vial. Vial's alright. Gives us something to do turn 2 as well if we get stuck without a creature. Draws us into a card. We got a couple of renowned creatures that would benefit from that. So that could be an option. Look at the Vial. Veteran Sidearm, it's alright. Look at that as well. The Tombs, they're decent, but not really my kind of jazz in this deck here. If you had a lot of creatures, they're not terrible. I'm not defensive. I don't want an 06 Defender. Warhorn, no. Now I could just throw in a Guardian Automaton or like a Jade Tomb for a long game, but I'm playing pretty aggressive. So I think it's definitely between these two. You can grab a Vial or a Veteran Sidearm. Vial's fun. I think with the amount of renowned creatures I have, Vile could come in handy, although I have so many weaker creatures. Getting an extra veteran sidearm for a +1/+1 is not a bad option either. And we've got Thopter Engineer, a Gear Crafter. We've got Ping, Kieran. So I think having an extra boost for our flyers is not a bad option either. So I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not a bad looking deck. I'm going to grab that Foundry of the Consoles. Since we're pretty good on color requirements, we got a double red, a double red, double red, and a double white. But it's not too bad, only 2 colors. And we'll add in some lands. And the question is, do I keep it to 17 or 16 lands? I think we'll just leave it at 17 and keep it safe. Extra land is not necessarily a bad thing as long as we don't flood out, but that's more of a chance of luck than anything. I'll take my chances. So we got with doubles, I'll just play even, or do I want to play 1 extra mountain? We need white on 2. Only a couple of red spells that need double red. I think that's good enough. Alright, so that's our deck. It's a kind of aggressive red-white creature deck with some removal, and we've got a good amount of combat tricks here. So we've got Enshrouding Mists, Mighty Leaps, Celestial Flare for removals. So not bad actually. Few pieces of removal. That's quite good. We'll see how it performs. So I'll see you in the first round. Thanks.